Tulsidas is still doing salutations. It's a very long salutation. Salutations for the last week, 1 week, I think. Salutations, he salutations. But then that also indicates how important salutations. And I told you in this tradition, bowing and salutation is of utmost importance. That is what gives the mind the mental sthiti that is required for the absorption of knowledge and also for reproducing knowledge also. If you have to retell or teach, then salutation. That's why we always begin in the whole tradition. There are always salutations of Saraswati, Ganapati, Saraswati and Guru in beginning. Okay? Salutations. Everything begins with salutations, even for teacher and for the taught also. So, Tulsidas is doing all of these salutations and indicating how important this is in this tradition. And the second thing is Bhakti Grantha. Bhakti Grantha is always Bhakti. One of the most important thing in Bhakti is surrender. So we surrender to Guru, surrender to the tradition, surrender to the saints and sages and all that. So all of that is there. So when we left it last night, Pranava Pavana Kumar. Pranava means I do salutations to Hanuman Ji, Pavan Kumar. Khalavana Pavaka Jnana Ghana. Jasu Hridaya Agar. Basahi Ram Sarachap Dhara. Doha number 17, that's Surta number 17 it is. So his salutations to Hanumanji, Pavan Kumar, who is Khalavana, Pavaka, he's like the fire to all the forest of wicked people. He burned them, that's why he went and burned down whole Lankana. There, he is himself fire. And they tried to burn his tail. How you will fight fire with fire? So he burned down. And when asked by Bhagavan Sri Rama, you alone burned down whole of Lanka all by yourself? How did you achieve such a great feat? He said, Prabhu, I did not, when I went to Lanka, I did not take any oil and ghee and wick and matches and cotton and nothing I took there, na. So Savatava Prabhavaragudai tells, Prabhu, it's all your greatness. You only did it. I didn't do anything. He tells to Bhagavan Ram. But he is himself fire tattva, we'll see that later on. Then he is Jnana Ghana. Jnana Ghana means great big mass of knowledge. Ghana actually literally means a cloud. Megha. Megha. Badal, you know. Badal is Hindi, I don't know, Badal is Sanskrit. Megha is Sanskrit. But there's all synonyms. So there's a Jnana Ghana, like Hanumanji is like his knowledge is clouded or what? So what it means to say is, it is translated then as a mass of knowledge. It means a great big amount, like that. Jnana Ghana. Jasu Hridaya Agar, whose heart is the very Agar, home, Griha. Griha. Who lives in that Griha of Hanumanji's heart? Basahi, Basahi means lives. Rama Sarachapadhara. Rama. Which Rama? The Rama who is bearing that bow and arrow. Rama who is holding that bow and arrow. So all the words are just strung together nicely by Tulsidas. Then, now today we see more salutations. Why not? That's where we stopped last night, na? Who's Pedro is going to play? You catch that swara. कपिपति रीच निशाचर राजा अंगदादि जय की समाजा बंदो सबके चरण सुहाए अधम शरीर राम जिन पाए रघुपति चरण उपासक जेते खग मृग सुर नर असुर समेते बंदौ पद सरोज सब केरे जे बिनु काम राम के चेरे सुख सनकादि भगत मुनि नारद जय मुनिवर विज्ञान विशारद प्रणव सब धरनि धरि सीसा करौ कृपा जन जानि मुनीसा जनक सुता जग जननी जानकी अतिशय प्रिय करुणा निधान की ताके जुग पद कमल मनाऊं जासु कृपा निर्मल मति पावऊं पुनि मन वचन कर्म रघुनायक चरण कमल बंदौ सब लायक राजीव नयन धरे धनुषायक भगत विपति भंजन सुखदायक गिरा अरथ जल बीच सम कहियत भिन्न न भिन्न बंदौ सीता राम पद जिन्है परम प्रिय खिन्न खिन्न सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय कपिपति रीच निशाचर राजा salutations to Kapipati Sugriv. Kapipati is Sugriv. First their pati was Bali. First their pati was Bali. But you never have Kapipati Bali. You never have Kapis Bali. You see? So Kapipati is given to Sugriv. Even though Bali was there and more powerful and everything, the idea is those people will get glory in the world who have devotion for Ram. That is the idea. Bali was a materialistic worldling. No devotion for Ram, yet devotion for Kam. only enjoying worldly things. And therefore that glory of being called Kapipati was never conferred on Bali. Kapipati. Sugriva. Reach Jamavant. Jamavant is there in this Ramayana also. Jamavant, this Kapipati, Sugriv, is Surya Amsha, Surya Bhagavan avatar. Jamavant is Brahmaji avatar. Reach, a Brahmaji's avatar. He is the oldest person in Ramayana. Jamavant is the oldest person in Mahabharata also is there. Jamavant was there in the next Yuga also. He had a big fight with Lord Krishna at one time, in Krishna avatar. So one Yuga later he is still there. And he was there from the Satyuga also. I mean, Jamavant is really old. In Kishkinda Kand at the end, he himself will tell that now I am old, you know. So, Reach, here is called as Reach. He took the form of a bear. Avatar of Bhagavan Brahmaji took the form of a bear. Nisachara Raja. Nisarchara Raja. See, even though Ravana was such a glorious person, Nisachara Raja here refers to Vibhishan. Vibhishan. He is the king of all the Rakshasas. It means those people get the title who have been installed by Ram, who are Ram Bhakti. Bhakti for Ram. Nisachara Raja, Angadadi, Angada and all the other glorious monkeys who were there in this Ramayana. Jekis Samaj, all the great monkeys. Who? Nala Nil Ityadi, they were great monkeys along with. When Ravan had some spies, Shuka and a couple of them he had sent to spy on Rama's camp. And when they came back, they told Ravan, you think that one monkey who came here and burned down Lanka, you think that's the only one they have? They have an army of him. They have an army like him. All the people, all of them like him only, are greater than him also. So Angad and Nal and Neel and all of them were such terrific characters, That spy came back and told Ravan this thing. So that's why he says, Tulsidaji, says here, see the line, Angadadi, Angad, etc. These are the monkeys now. Angad, etc. Kis Samaja, the whole, Kis means all monkeys, Samaja, I mean the group of all these monkeys. Great ones they were. Powerful guys. Bandho Sabake Charanatsuhai. I do salutations to all of the beautiful feet. Monkey feet. Right? But it says Suhai. Beautiful feet. Sweet, wonderful feet. Why? What a nice line. The next line. Adhamasarir Ramatinapai. Even though they were born in Adhamasarir means lowly body. Lowly body of monkeys and Rakshasas and this and that. They were born in some lowly body. Ramatinapai, but still they achieve. There's a blow to human beings. This is a sarcastic blow to human beings. They were born as monkeys and animals, but still they reach Ram. And human beings? Human beings are human birth. Never reach Ram. Tulsidaji's salutations to their feet. He says to all of these monkeys. Raghupati charana upasak jete khaga mriga sura nara asura samete. Means to say, all those khaga, bird, mriga, animals, sura, gods, nara, men, asura, rakshasas, all of them who are Raghupati Charan Upasak, those who worship the feet of Bhagavan Ram. Raghupati Charan Upasak. So in all of these groups, you will find some of them. Khaga, Jatayu, Kakabushundi, great devotee of Ram. Khaga, bird. Mriga, animal worshipping Ram. Well, many taking the form of animals and worshipping Ram. Like for example, Marish took the form of a deer, and he was a great bhakta of Ram. I mean, Rakshasa turned bhakta. Rakshasa turned bhakta of Ram. And Sura, all the gods. Nara, you will find examples in all of them. Any other animal you can think of worshipping Ram? Little chipmunks, they were great worshippers of Ram. And all the monkeys, of course, worshippers of Ram. And Kevat in his previous life was a turtle also. All animals also worshipping Ram. Khagamriga, Shakhamriga. Hanumanji calls himself Shakhamriga. Branch animal. Branch means he swings from. Yeah. So, Sura, all the gods worshipping. Nara, man, Asura worshipping Ram. Yes, Marish, I just told you. Then Vibhishan, all they were Asuras. He says, Bandau Pada, Bandau Raghupati Charan Upasaka. All of them are Raghupati Charan Upasak. So, I do salutations. Bandau Pada Saroja Sabakere. I do salutations to all of them, to their feet. Je Binukam Ram ke chere. They are selfless devotees of Ram. They don't ask. And see, let me tell you something. Rarely animals and birds, they never ask God for anything, you know. God already provided everything for them. They don't ask. Only human being goes a shopping list there. Prabhu, we go there and give $5 dakshina in that hundi, and we take out our shopping list and we start reading, Prabhu. Like that, human beings, animals never ask for anything. So he says, Binukam Ram ke chere, without any desire, all of them. Sukhasanakadi. Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanat Kumar, and Sanatana. These four brothers, they are there. They call us Sanat Kumar. They are mind-born sons of Brahmaji. Mind-born son means what? Brahmaji says, let me have 4 sons. And ala peanut butter sandwich, ala kazam. 4 sons came there. They call us Sanakadi, Adi, Sanak, etc. So one I call us Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana, and the last one called us Sanat Kumar. So whenever you see Sanakadi, is referring to these 4 sons. Sukha. Sukha means Shukadev, whom we are seeing in Bhagavad Puran. Shuka, Sanakadi, Bhagata Muni Narad, and the great devotee Narad, Muni Narad. Or you can separate all of them there. See, look here. Sukha means Shukadev, Sanat Kumar means Sanakadi, all Bhaktas, all Munis, and Narad. J. Munivara Vijnana Visarad, all of them who are great Jnanis. Like that. Chatur Vijnanis, Pravina Vijnanis, like that, those who are adept in knowledge, all the great Upanishadic knowledge and all, like that. Pranavo, Sabahi. He says, I do salutations to them. And see, this is the only one time Tulsidaji says, Pranavo Sabahi, I do salutations to them. See, what is the previous word, previous line there? He says, Vijnana Visarada. And let me tell you about Visarada. Visarada means Vishad. Visharada means those who are really skilled in all branches of knowledge. And so you cannot win them in a debate also. They know it well, everything from every part of the Shastras well. And anything you ask, they can just draw it there. And they'll turn you up like that and make chutney out of you. Visharada means skilled in all the branches of knowledge. Vijnana, and here, Vijnana here means skill also in Atma Jnana. Right? Means they have achieved that supreme state. So Tulsidaji says here, for the first time, he says, Pranavau, I bow down, I do salutations to them, Sabahi, but how? Special Pranavau. What is Pranavau? Dharani Dhari Sisa. I bow down to them with my head on the earth. He said, I bring my head down on the earth and I bow down to them. Because Tulsidaji also was a great Jnani, but he wants to make sure that his Jnana doesn't get to his head. So he offers his head to the earth, like that. So Dharani Dhari Sisa, bow my head down to the earth. Karahu Kripa Janajani Munisa, O great sages, all who I just listed there. Karahu Kripa, please shower your grace, your blessings, your compassion on me. Janajani, Janajani means knowing me to be a devotee, taking me to be a devotee. Shower your grace on. So he, Tulsidaji describes himself as a bhakta. Jana. I told you that Jana word means bhakta in Ramayana. He describes himself as a bhakta, not a jnani. Therefore, he's bowing his head down to the earth also and asking all of the jnanis, you please bless me so that I will be able to write this Ramayana and include all Gyan. I am no Gyani, you know. I am Bhakta. So he identifies himself as a simple Bhakta. O Munisa, O great Munis. And then next, Chaupai is also very nice. See that. Which Chaupai is not nice? I should stop saying that. Janaka Sutta Jagat Janani Janaki. I love this type of Tulsidaji and his alliteration start, you know. Janaka Sutta Jagat Janani Janaki. Atisaya Priya Karuna Nidhanaki. Take Jugapada Kamala Manavau. Jasu Kripa Nirmala Mati Pavau. He said, Janaka Sutta, that means Sitaji. Jagat Janani, that means Sitaji. Janaki, that means Sitaji. Atisaya Priya Karunani Dhanaki, that means Sitaji. 4 names, 4 description of Sitaji. 4 of them. Somebody noticed very nicely. Sant Mahatma look at it, Sant Sanmelan, they discussed this. He noticed very nicely, he didn't do salutations to the wives of the 4 brothers. He had done salutation to the 4 brothers. Remember? Bharat, Lakshmana, Ripu Sudan. But he didn't do salutation to the wives of 4 of them, of the other 3 of them. So here they say that he takes 4 appellations of Sitaji because they were sisters. So in one they are amshas of Sita, Jagat Janani only. So Janaka Sutta, the daughter of Janaka, she was. Jagat Janani, the mother of the universe. Janaki means, see, if you have to do Nirukta of Janaki, it's same like Janaka Sutta. Yes, Janaki, born from Janak, Pratyaya. Janaka Sutta. Atisaya Priya Karunani Dhanaki. She's Karunani Dhanaki, Atisaya Priya, who is so loved by Bhagwan, Sri Ram. The beloved of Bhagwan Sri Ram. Take, and see, every time he comes up with some new fresh thing, you know. Navam Navam. Naya Naya. Take Jugala Padak Kamala Manau. I do salutations to both her feet. You never said before. Not one foot. I do salutations to both her feet. What is this? So, one of Sitaji's foot is said represents the Aishwarya of Ram, and other represents the Madhurya of Ram. See, all this is in tradition, you'll have to. The Aishwarya of Ram is the majesty of Ram. The majesty and the lordliness and the power of Ram, like that. Majesty and lordliness and power of Ram. That's one of her foot. And the other foot represents the Madhurya of Ram. Madhurta means the sweetness of Ram. So why you will only go for one foot? Remember, she is Rama Shakti, the Shakti of Ram. And the 2 feet represent the Aishwarya and Madhurya, like that. So Tulsidaji, knowing this, I am not going to go for 1 foot. I do salutations to 2 feet, Jugala Pada. Take Jugapada Kamala Manavau. Juga means 2, both. Juga means Yuga. In this language, both. Tasu Kripa Nirmala Mati Pavau. When I do that, I will get Nirmal Mati. My intellect will become pure. When I bow down to her both feet. Jasu Kripa. By whose Kripa? My intellect will become pure. Then, Punimana Bachana Karma Raghunayaka. Again, Puni, again. I've done salutations to Ram before, but again. Punimana Bachana Karma Raghunayaka. Charana Kamala Bandau Sabalayaka. I do salutations to the lotus feet of Ram again. But Mana Bachana Karma, you look out for these 3 words. Oh, everywhere they'll come. Mana, Karma, Bachan. Mana, Bachana, Karma. Mind, speech and body. That is the idea. Body, speech and mind. See, this is not so prevalent in Jnana Marg. We say body, mind and intellect in Jnana Marg. But Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi liked this body, speech and mind. Speech is included in this. In Jnana Marg, we don't put speech anywhere. It's in Gurudev's chart. That BMI chart, there's no speech. Where speech is there? But in the Bhakti Marg here, speech is brought in there. Because Bhakti involves singing the praises and glories, and so speech has to be there. But Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi liked this. So he put this in its Upadesha Sara also. He put this in his Upadesha Sara. Even though he's a great Jnani, but he, from the Jnana Marg, he liked this Karma Vachana. So there he'll say, Kaya Vangmana Karyamuttamam. Kaya Vangmana. See? Body, speech and mind. You'll see that there when you get. That's why I told you everything will come over and over in different forms. But that's nice. That is what the world is in any case. The world is nothing but the same thing repeated in a different form. Correct or not? See, all of our bodies is modified chana, aloo, paratha. Isn't it? What else? In Trinidad, chana, aloo, and jalebi. Yeah, chana, aloo. Same, what everybody's body is modification of that only. And that if you go along, then earth, space, air, fire, water, and earth, because the plant takes air, takes sunlight, energy, takes the earth, takes water, and it makes, and then we eat that, and we take it from the plant. Like that. So, we are all just the same thing repeated in different forms, isn't it? all of us. So, the knowledge which you hear, body, speech and mind, will come in different forms in different places, like that. Charana Kamala Bandau Sabalayak, Ram is described as Sabalayak. Sabalayak means Sarva Samartha. Sarva Samartha means all powerful, with all capabilities. Sarva Samartha. Samartha means capable. But Sarva Samartha, capable of anything, capable of everything. There's nothing outside the capacity of Ram. Sabalayak. He is Rajivan Nayana Thare Dhanusayak, of lotus eyes and holding that bow and arrow. Bhagati Vipati Bhanjan Sukhadayak. Bhagata Vipati Bhanjan. He removes, Bhanjan breaks asunder the Vipati. Vipati means all misfortunes, calamities, sorrows, afflictions, all such things. Of who? Bhagata, his devotees. And therefore, Sukhadayak. He gives joy. Sukhadayak gives joy. And that doha is very famous. The doha which comes there is a very famous doha, very nice also. Gira arath jalabichi sama kahiyata binna bhinna bandau Sita Ram pada jinai parama priyakhin. Yes? Gira and artha. I mean, this is word and meaning. The two first, word and meaning. Then Jala and Bichi. Bichi means Vichi. Where you saw Vichi? Huh? No, that's different. Vichi. Where you saw? Vichi Madhura. Adaram Madhuram. But when you look down there, you'll see Vichi. Vichi means waves. Waves. Like that, waves. Of the Yamuna, there it is Yamuna is being spoken about. Here, Jalavichi. Jalabichi means the water and the waves. Listen to this, huh? So nice. This is pure Vedanta. Tusidaji says, Gira and Artha, word and meaning. Jala and Bichi, water and wave. He says, Kahiyata Bhinna. We speak about them in different words. We speak about them in different words for analytic purposes. But na bhinna, they are never different. Water is ever different from wave. We speak of them as different. Kahiyata bhinna. But na bhinna. Kahiyata bhinna na bhinna. Bhinna means different. Bhinna is pure Sanskrit. All of the words there are Sanskrit. See, aratha is arth in Sanskrit. Only kahiyata is not Sanskrit, but also comes from Sanskrit root only. Kat, to tell. So kahiyata, it is said that they are different, but not different. Bandau Sita Ram pada jinahi parama priyakhin. Salutations to the feet of Sita and Ram. Both of them are just like the Jala and Vichi, or the Gira and Earth. They are one and same. We speak of them as different, Sita and Ram. We speak of them as different for analytic purposes, and for speech and for... But really, in essence, the wave and the water is one and same. How nice. Okay. Now, see that. Very famous section comes now, where Tulsidaji goes into wild ecstasy and his pen acquires wings, and they put together fly into this great portion of Ramayana. which has become so famous. Now, बंदौ नाम राम रघुबर को, हेतु कृसानु भानु हिम कर को, विधि हरिहरमय भेद प्राण सो, विधि हरिहरमय भेद प्राण सो, अगुण अनुपम गुण निधान सो, महामंत्र जोई जपत महेशु, काशी मुकुति हेतु उपदेशु, महिमा जासु जान गन राऊ, प्रथम पूजियत नाम प्रभाऊ, जान आदि कवि नाम प्रतापु, भयउ शुद्ध करि उलटा जासु, भयउ शुद्ध करि उलटा जापू, सहस नाम सम सुनि शिव बानी, जपि जय पिय संग भवानी, जपि जय पिय संग भवानी, हर्षे हेतु हेरि हरहि को, किय भूषण तिय भूषण ती को, नाम प्रभाव जान शिवनी को, कालकूट फलु दीन अमी को, वर्षा ऋतु रघुपति भगति, तुलसी साली सुदास, राम नाम बर बरन जुग, सावन भादव मास, मास सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति बंदौ नाम राम रघुबर को, हेतु कृसानु भानु हिम कर को, विधि हरिहरमय भेद प्राण सो, अगुण अनुपम गुण निधान सो, बंदौ नाम, salutations to the name. Forget Ram? Forget Ram, we do salutation to Naam, name of Ram. Which name? Ram Raghuvar ko. Salutations to the name of Ram. So Tulsidas ji saw this name as such an important thing that he's doing salutation to the name now also. And then he's gone to describe the greatness of this name in a long, this will go on for quite some time yet. Long section, greatness of the name. Bandau naam Ram Raghubar ko, hetu krisanu bhanu himakar ko. It is the cause, hetu, for Krisanu, Bhanu and Himakar. Fire, sun and moon. Fire, sun and moon. Those people who study mantra Vignan, they say Ra, A and Ma, they are the Bij mantras for these three. Ra, A, Ma. You know, they have something called Bij mantra. I am not any expert in Bij mantras and all that kind of thing. I don't know about that. But those people who study that mantra and all, they say, you know, sometimes when they are chanting some mantra and all, they say, Hum, Gam, Ganapataye Namaha, like Hum, Gam, Klim, Hrim, Klim, all sorts of some sounds they make. Totally unintelligible to anybody, but they make some sounds. So they say, and so those sounds are called as Bij mantras. Those strange sounding sounds, they call it Bij mantras. And Bij mantras means what? They are supposed to evoke in us the tattva of that thing which is being chanted after. Gam Ganapataye Namah. So Gam is supposed to evoke in the person the tattva of Ganesh. Like that Bij mantra. So they say, Mahatma Lok say now, the tattva of the three. See, three are given. What three are given? Krisanu, the fire, then Bhanu, sun, and Himakar. Himakar means moon. What is Himakar? Moon. Hima means snow, na? Like Himalaya, abode of snow. Hima also means gold. Hima also means gold. So the sun looks golden, you know. I mean not the sun, the moon. Moon, when you see the night, you say golden moon. Like that. Golden in color, Himakar. So there's a moon. Krisanu Bhanu Himakar. He says, this Ram Naam is Ra, A and Ma. So the Ra is this fire tattva, and A is Bhanu tattva, and Himakar Ma, like that. Ma is the Bij mantra for moon, A is the Bij mantra for sun, and Ra is the Bij mantra for fire, like that. You'll have to get an expert in mantra Vignan to find out any further detail. So this name of Ram then, because the name of Ram is being described, the name Ra, A, Ma. When you join up together, get Ram. So therefore is the cause for the sun, the moon and the fire. Moon, fire, sun and moon. Bidhi Harihara Maya Bed Pranso. This mantra Ram, or this name Ram, is what makes up Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. That means to say what? Tulsidaji considers the name of Ram to be itself the absolute tattva, because these three are made up from the absolute tattva, isn't it? Absolute essence, reality. So the name of Ram is the absolute reality. And the name of Ram is Veda Prana. It is the very breath of the Vedas. Veda means knowledge. So the name of Ram is what has manifested as all of this knowledge that he's telling. It is aguna, without form, anupama, incomparable. Gunanidhanaki, the storehouse of all great qualities, this name of Ram. So the name of Ram is given here, and he'll tell just now also. Ramana Sakahi Nam Gunagai means Ram also cannot describe his name, how great it is. That will come down just now. So, what status he is giving to the name of Ram? And he goes on to prove it also, you will see. Look here. He says, it will come there slowly. Maha Mantra, it is Maha Mantra. See, people say Maha Mantra, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. They say that is Maha Mantra. So, see, that is what Maha Mantra. Ram is Maha Mantra. Right? Maha Mantra Joy, Japata Mahesu. Why it is Maha Mantra? Because Maha Ishvara is chanting it. Mahesu. Maha Ishvara means Lord himself is chanting, so that will have to be Maha Mantra. Because Maheshwara. Maheshwar in Sanskrit is Maha Ishwar, the great Lord. So whatever the great Lord is chanting, it has to be Maha Mantra. So if he himself is chanting Ram, 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 what other Maha Mantra you want? So it's a Maha Mantra. Joi Japata Mahesu. Mahesu is Mahesh. Maheshwara. And he says Kasi Mukutu Hetu Upatesu. That this in Kashi, when a person died, is held for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, since time immemorial, that if one dies in Kashi, one gets moksha. I told you about that already. So one dies there and gets moksha because, he says, Kasi Mukuti Hetu Upadesu. Because that time, that Upadesh of Ram Nam is given in the air of the dying person by Lord Shiva himself. Lord Shiva's city is Kashi. So one who dies there, Lord Shiva is there to utter Ram Nam in his air. And while he is dying, if that is uttered in his air, he gets moksha. So Kasi Mukuti Hetu Upadesu. Mahima Jasu Jan Ganarau Pratama Pujiyata Nam Prabhavu. This line is very difficult to establish. It says, Ganesh ji also knows the greatness of the name of Ram. Mahima Jasu Jana Ganarau. Ganarau means the king of the Ganas. King of the Ganas is Ganesh. So he also knows the greatness of the name of Ram. How? He says, Pratama Pujyata Nam Prabhavu. He is worshipped first only because of the greatness of Rama's name. Ganesh is worshipped first only because of the greatness of Rama's name. Because everybody wonder why Ganesh is worshipped first. So people have done a lot of research and all to find out about this thing. How Tulsidas ji is making such big claim? It is because of the greatness of the name of Ram, Ganesh is worshipped first. So there are stories. Well, let me tell you one of the story. One story is, one day Brahmaji called all the devatas. Brahmaji is first devata. After Bhagwan Vishnu's manifestation, Brahmaji comes. He's first devata. He called all the devatas. Because there was a little quarrel going on. Because when people start worshipping all the devatas, who to worship first? Wherever there is more than one person, when you have two watches, you don't know the time, you know. If you have one watch, you know the time. In the very same way, when you have more than one person, politics starts. So they had a big quarrel now, who to be worshipped first. So Brahmaji called all the devatas. Okay, come, general meeting. All of them came there. What is all this quarreling and shouting and fighting going on? Well, Prabhu, we are trying to find out, who should be worshipped first. And everybody is saying, this one should be worshipped first, that one should be worshipped first, and quarrel is going on. So Brahmaji said, okay, theek hai. I want everybody to go and do all the pilgrimages on the earth. Circumambulate the whole earth and do all the pilgrimages. And whoever comes back first, he will be worshipped first. So all of them took off in their different respective vahanas. Some of them pushbak viman. Skanda Maharaj has that, what do you call it? Peacock, yes. It's peacock. Everybody took off in there. Lakshmi ji, owl. She's gone. Hanuman ji, camel. Everybody took off in their respective vahana. Bechara Ganesh ji, poor fellow, he sitting on that mouse now. Before he could get to start, they're already out of sight, all of them. Already gone so far. And he's going on this mouse now. So on the way, Narad saw him. So Narad said, where are you going? He said, I'm going to all the pilgrimage all about. Why? Then he explained this whole thing. Brahmaji said so and so. He explained to Narad. Narad said, "Eh, with this mouse, when you will reach?" So then it was Narad who told him, according to his story. Some say it comes from the Padma Purana. I have not seen it. I had just heard. It was Narad ji who told him, I said, "Theek hai. You just write down the name of Ram here on the ground. And you go around that name of Ram. And all your tirath is over. All pilgrimages over." So Ganesh ji wrote down, and then with that mouse he went around. And it is said, all the 33 crore devatas, wherever they were going, like they're riding on their vahan, he's going on his mayur, his peacock, and he's going on his camel, and he's going on his bull, and everybody going on their whatever. In front of them, they were seeing this mouse footprint. And they can't catch up with that print. That print is ahead of all of them. So, there's a Jana Ganarao. Ganesh ji knows the power of the name of Ram, because only because of the grace of the name of Ram, he became the one who is worshipped first. That is the story. Yeah? That's the idea. So Jana Ganarao, he knows. Prathama Pujiyat. Prathama means first. Pujiyata, he is worshipped. How? Nama Prabha, by the greatness of the name of Ram. Jana Adi Kabi Nama Prathapu. And Adi Kabi Valmiki ji knows the name, the greatness of the name. Adi Kavi, Jana Adi Kabi, Jana Valmiki. Nama Pratapu. Pratap means greatness. Pratap, the greatness, glory. How he knows? Bhayau Suddha, he became pure. How? Kari Ulta Japu, by doing the japa of that name of Ram, reverse also. Ulta. Ulta means, he was saying Mara, 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 Rama, 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 Rama. It's like that. It turns out to be Rama by starting with Mara. Mara, Mara, Mara. Mara means to kill. He was a highway robber, killer, murderer, daku. Like that. So, he could only say, no, this is where the Praman comes from Tulsi Ramayana. And Tulsi Raji is the one to know best because he is incarnation. So Jana Adi Kabi, Valmiki ji also knows the greatness of this name. Sahasanam Samasuni Siva Bani Kapi Jai Piyasanga Bhavani. So what it means is, Parvati ji also, Uma, she also knows the greatness of this name. And Tulsidas, she strings the word together very nicely. He says, well, this is also some stories there, some. What is that story now? This is how or why Jwala Prasad ji wrote that Ramayana. He inserted all of these stories. Because then you don't know what Tulsidas ji is talking about. But let me tell you the literal meaning, then you'll see. You don't know what he's talking about. Sahasanama Samasuni Siva Bani. Listening to the words of Shiva, who said that name of Ram is equal to 1,000 names. Means Lord Shiva told to Uma that the name of Ram is equal to 1,000 names. Japi Jai Piyasanga Bhavani. She goes on chanting this name with Lord Shiva all the time. And not only that, she sat and ate food with him. He sat and ate food with him? So that's the story. This must be coming from what Purana now, I don't know. But the story is, at one time, Lord Shiva is Maheshwar, sitting there, Parvati ji is there. He sent her to Vamadev Rishi. She has Parvati's guru is who? Narad. Parvati's guru is Narad. So he told to her, you have this Narad guru, but that fellow is roaming everywhere. You never see him also. Yeah. Guru is roaming everywhere. So he told to her, see, Vamadev Rishi Maharaj is there. Vamadev Rishi is the one who, this Shiva Panchakshara Stotram, Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya Vasmangara. He's the composer of this. So that Vamadev Rishi is sitting there. He's a great Vaishnava. You go there and you receive some teaching from him. That is how it shows that there is no reason why we cannot receive teaching from somebody else, even though our guru is some other person. Lord Shiva himself sent her there. And she went to Vamadev Rishi and he taught her Vishnu Sahasranam. This whole Vishnu Sahasranam. You all started chanting it? Not yet. And since she did salutations to Vamadev Rishi and received all the teachings and, traditional offerings she did, and I'll give Guru Dakshina and everything, and came back. And she promised the Guru she'll chant this thing every time. So she was chanting. So one day Mahesh Bhagwan Shiva, he called, Are, Uma, where are you? Then when he listened, he heard she is chanting. He wanted to sit down for dinner. She now started Vishnu Sahasranam. What is this? When he'll get dinner now? So then he told, and that is this line which we are seeing here. Look, these 1,000 names of Lord which you are chanting, and that line is there. Rama Rameti. Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane, like that. That comes from the mouth of Lord Shiva. That is, one name of Ram is equal to Sahasranama Tattulyam. Tulyam is equal to Sahasranama Tattulyam. So, she said, really? Ram! And she came and ate. She came and joined Lord Shiva to eat. So easy. So one name is, so that's why Tulsidaji from that story has put this line. Sahasranama Samasuni Siva Bani. Listening to the Bani of Shiva, the words of Shiva, Lord Shiva. What Bani? That the one name is equal to 1,000 names. Japi. J-E Piyasanga Bhavani. J means she came and had the dinner. She ate with Lord Shiva. She chanted it and came and ate. Harashe hetu heri hara hi ko. And Bhagwan Shiva being very, very happy. Hara harashe. See how many? Ha 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 ha. Harashe hetu heri hara hi ke. Tulsidas is so good at this thing. Otherwise, now also people go ha 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 on Facebook and WhatsApp and all that. They're long ago in this thing. Ha 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 ha. Harashe he tu heri harahi ke. Kiya bhushana tiya bhushana ti ke. What it means to say, Bhagwan Shiva hearing Parvati ji chanting this all the time, he became so happy. He made her half of him. He made her half of him because he was so happy hearing her chant the name of Ram. What a wonderful thing. Nam prabhu jana sivat niko kala kota phala deenha amiko. This other story from Puranas also. Before he drank that kalakut, you know that poison? That kalakut, before he drank it, he chanted Ram. And nothing happened. That is what the story is telling. Barasharitu Raghupati Bhagati Tulasi Sali Sudas Ramanama Barabarana Juga Savana Bhado Mas. He says the two letters of the name of Ram. Ramanama Barabaran Juga. Juga means two. Baran means letters. Varna. Varna has become Baran. How easy? Baran easy to say. Varna very, very difficult to say. So the two letters that make up the name of Ram, Ra and Ma now in this case, right? Ra and Ma, they are Savana Bhado Mas, the 2 months that is required for the production of the most wonderful. See, that's why I was telling you now, in the Shastra of India, we don't see wheat appearing. We don't see wheat appearing, we see rice appearing. So here Sali is rice. Dhan. Some special type of rice mentioned in Vedas. Sali. They said the most nutritious rice. Some people equate it with basmati rice. That is not true. They say basmati rice is the best rice. Sali. So there's a special type of rice mentioned in Vedas, and they say if you eat that alone, you will be okay. You don't need anything else. This Sali. So Tulsidas says, these 2 months are the most important months for the growth of this rice, for nutrition and for survival. And the 2 letters Ra and Ma are the 2 best letters in the whole alphabet, like that, which make up Ra and Ma, which make up Ram. And Barsha Ritu Raghupati Bhagati. And the rainy season that make the rice grow is Barsha Ritu, devotion to Ram. Devotion to Ram is the rainy season. And Tulasi Sali Sudas. Now that pada is still not clear to anybody. It might be saying that Tulsi Das and another poet by the name of Sundar Das, who is here called as Sudas, they are like the rice that chant this name of Ram, Ra and Ma, and they get nourished like that. That might be the approximate. Or it could be Tulasi, who is Sudas, who is a great dasa of Ram and a bhakta. When he chants the name of Ram, he gets nourished like that. So any meaning like that can come. Okay, now we shall see tomorrow. Further, Nama Prabhava.